So look, I'm not in Faker's Den this week. I'm at home. It's holiday season. And what I want to do is give you some tips and some tools that if you're out and about during holiday season, you're not going to get caught out by the fakers. So let's get straight down to it. About 40% of everything you're going to look at if you're at the antiques fairs or the auctions is going to be a misattribution or it's going to be a forgery. What we want to do is to make sure you're not the one that gets caught out, really, don't we? So make sure you ask a lot of questions. If you ask a lot of questions, a really honest person, if they don't know, will say, I don't know. Or they'll tell you all about it. Two things, you're going to be learning, but also there's a fair chance you're going to catch out someone who's up to no good. Also, it's important that you do ask a lot of questions because quite often these things are not what they seem to be. What I'm going to do as well is I'm going to give you some tools I want you to carry with you. First of all, if someone sees you get this kit out, they know you're serious. And if they think something's not right, there's a very good chance they're going to pass it by and they're not going to sell it to you. So the first thing you're going to carry is a jeweler's loupe, times 15. Now, let's take watches, for example. Fake watches look great to the naked eye, but if you start looking through a loupe, all of a sudden you can see the quality is really poor. Certainly the writing, the way the hand moves, the way the hand's made, that's going to catch out fake jewellery, fake watches, fake porcelain, all sorts. So if you've got a loupe with you, first of all, you're looking a bit more professional. Secondly, you're going to certainly get rid of the 20-30% rubbish right at the top that's really not very good. If you're into your coins and your silver and your gold and your jewellery, make sure you carry a really good magnet with you as well, because really old coins are going to be precious metal. So if you find a great coin and all of a sudden that happens, it's not the coin you think it is. And once again, the seller is going to see that you've got the right kit, and there's a very good chance if he's not sure, he's going to say, well, it might not be genuine, Mr. Smith. Now, you go around the Rose Bowl in Los Angeles, and there's another thing you'd be doing, is you're looking for trends. Quite often you can see hundreds of the same thing all for sale that look old, vintage. It's not because hundreds of old things that are exactly the same all of a sudden come onto the market. It means places like the Far East are churning out copies of them and they turn up in all these antiques fairs. And that could be chests, it could be jewellery, it could be watches, it could be suitcases. Just remember, the Far East, there's a massive trade in just making things that look vintage. Why? Because there's a market for it now. You're also going to carry a tape measure. If something's very old, it's not in millimetres and centimetres, is it? It's in feet and inches. And that thing is going to catch out the forger and the misattribution very, very easily. So you've got three things you're going to carry with you. You're going to ask an awful lot of questions. You're going to remember that 40% of everything you pick up is a misattribution or it's a forgery. Remember, only really, really bad forgers get caught out. The good ones will never get caught out. So there's a lot of times there's nothing you can do. But if you like it and you think it's the right price, well. But look, if you're getting some holiday money over this festive season, some good dollars in your pocket, I just want to make sure you either spend them wisely, or when you go back home after having that walk around the fair, you've still got that money in your pocket. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, and I'll see you next year.